Well, right now, we got a heavy one for you today. A 76-year-old Kauaʻi woman says her son was beaten to death by airport law enforcement officers in Lihue. Chad Blair joins us now from Civil Beat. Harley Morris died February 26th. What can you tell us about the circumstances behind his death?
This is from Brittany Light, our reporter over on Kauaʻi, and this is on his birthday. He's going to the Lihue airport. He's going to meet his mom. He's going to meet his sisters. They're going to celebrate. But he's been a little bit down on his luck. Mr. Morris recently became homeless because his rent was raised. He's going to the departure lobby to charge his cell phone. Somewhere along the way, he encounters, according to the lawsuit, security, law enforcement personnel. There appears to be some sort of interaction. Kauaʻi police gets called, and there's a report of a disorderly man. By the time they show up, Morris is unresponsive. He's actually on the ground between the terminal and the parking lot. And then he's later taken to Wilcox Medical, where he's declared dead.
In fact, if I'm right, if I read this right, one of the security guards allegedly was on his chest, sitting on his chest. And let's get into that.
Yeah.
You mentioned one of the defendants, the security guard, Barry DeBlake.
Right.
What do we know about his history and his history as a police officer, and why is that important?
Well, he had actually been working for the Kauaʻi Police Department, was fired last year. There are reports of harassment, reports of creating a hostile work environment. There's even a report from a couple years ago of a domestic violence incident involving his family. So this gentleman, who did not respond, we could not reach him for comment, apparently has a bit of a background history, as well as Mr. Morris. He's described by his family as intelligent. He's described as being caring and nonviolent, but he too has a bit of a history, spotty work history, and apparently he did spend a little time for assault in jail himself.
Yeah. The company who hired the security guard, they're also named in the lawsuit. Why is that?
Well, they're the ones that hired the security guards. We did not hear back from them as well. We do have a response in. There are a total of 2 security members, including the fellow that we just mentioned, that are named in the lawsuit. There's also an airline employee, and then, of course, the company. We did hear from the lawyer of Mr. Morris, who's saying that Mr. Morris suffered lacerations, other trauma to the head, and there will be a discovery phase, as there often is in legal issues, to see if there's more damage to Mr. Morris.
One thing we do know, a very unfortunate situation and a very good read as well. Thank you, Chad.
Yes, kudos to Brittany Light.
Yeah, excellent. You can read that full article from Brittany Light on civilbeat.org or text 66866 to get their newsletter.